Imago Dei kids. My name is Caleb, and I'm giving announcements for us today.
Announcements.
Last week we heard about God's promise to make Abraham's family so big. This week we will hear about how God keeps his promise. Before we sing more songs and hear about being with God, let's celebrate the people who had birthdays this week. If you had a birthday this week, we want to say this blessing over you. God made you.
God made you.
God knows you.
God knows you.
God loves you.
God loves you.
Over the summer, Imago Dei Kids is supporting our global team in Nepal. Say this blessing with me. Over Nepal. God made Nepal.
God made Nepal.
God knows Nepal.
God knows Nepal.
God loves Nepal.
God loves Nepal.
Angels visited Abraham and told him Sarah would have a son. 1 year later, their prediction came true.
Who would have thought that I would ever have a son? I'm too old, but I'm holding my baby in my arms. I'll never doubt God's promises again.
They named their baby Isaac. Isaac grew and grew and grew. One day, Abraham said,
Isaac and I must go on a journey.
but this was a journey like no other. No one knew that as a test of faith, God had told Abraham to sacrifice his son. Over a lifetime of faithfulness, Abraham had learned to obey God, but he did not understand this confusing command.
How could God ask such a thing? I know it is absurd, but I must believe that even if I sacrifice Isaac, God will give him back to me somehow, even if it means raising him from the dead.
Abraham and Isaac trek up the mountaintop. Isaac gathers wood.
Here is the wood, Father, but where is the animal to sacrifice?
God will supply the sacrifice, son.
Suddenly, Abraham turns and binds his son.
Father?
If God wants me to give him my only son, I will obey.
Suddenly, the angel of the Lord called out to Abraham.
Do not lay a hand on your son. Do not do anything with him. Now I know that you fear God because you have withheld him from your only son.
As Abraham sighs a huge sigh of relief, he spots a ram caught in a nearby bush.
A ram for the sacrifice. Thank you, God.
Quickly, Abraham releases Isaac and puts the ram in its place on the altar.
Father, you gave me to God, and he gave me back to you.
With joyous hearts, Abraham and Isaac give thanks to God.
Thank you.
The angel of the Lord calls out to Abraham a second time.
I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as the sand on the seashore.
Abraham and Isaac return home. Isaac grew into a young man, and when Sarah was 127 years old, she died. How would Abraham have more descendants now? Well, Isaac would soon get married to a woman that God chose for him, named Rebecca.
He is handsome. Is this beautiful woman the one I'm going to marry?
When Isaac sees Rebecca, he falls in love with her at once and takes her to his father for his blessing. They get married immediately, and the whole camp rejoices that God continues to watch over Abraham's family. This week's lesson was brought to you in part by the Action Bible. Tune in next week to hear if God keeps his promise to make Abraham's descendants as numerous as the stars through the marriage of Isaac and Rebecca.
Goodbye.
Take a little bow.
Bow. Bow.
Hey, Imago Dei kids. Our family sometimes spontaneously breaks into song.
This is not one of those times.
And one of the singing worship rhythms our family has been working to cultivate over the years is learning hymns, especially during the school year. We try to pick a new hymn each month and practice singing it that month. And a few weeks ago, we made these songbooks for Imago Dei kids. We still have some. We have a PDF that I've attached this week, and we have some hard copies already printed, so please let us know if you'd like us to drop those off to you. And right now our family would love for you, if you have it, to open up to Be Thou My Vision, or if you know it, and also we might have the lyrics up on the screen, so please sing along with us. You want to start us?
Me.
Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart. Not be all else to me, save that thou art. Thou my best thought, by day or by night. Waking or sleeping, thy presence my light. Be thou my wisdom, and thou my true word. I ever with thee, and thou with me, Lord. Thou my great Father, and I thy true Son. Thou in me dwelling, and I with thee one. Be thou my battle shield, sword for the fight. Be thou my dignity, thou my delight. Thou my soul shelter, thou my high tower. Raise thou me heavenward, O power of my power. Riches I heed not, nor man's empty praise. Thou mine inheritance, now and always. Thou and thou only, first in my heart. High King of heaven, my treasure thou art. High King of heaven, my victory won. May I reach heaven's joys, O bright heaven's sun. Heart of my own heart, whatever befall, still